Bro, everything that I can do in my own house, I can do in my mama and my daddy house. Besides bring bitches home, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could come over there, we could kick it, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have no issues with anything else that I do in life besides bringing women over.
Besides sex, bro.
Right. So it was number one for me. I wouldn't think about nothing else. I'm just trying to squeak some springs.
OG. Let go. All my niggas riding gas tank on full. We be fresh than a bitch. Yeah, your bitch might get pulled. I ain't got time for the bull. I ain't got time for the bull. Okay. All my niggas riding gas tank on full. We be fresh than a bitch. Yeah, your bitch might get pulled. If you see us in the streets, no talking, let's go.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Riley, a.k.a. Riley the Great, and you are now tuned in to another episode of the Millennial Mayhem podcast.
Yeah.
As y'all know, I got my cousin with me, Young Tony D. What's going on, G?
What's good, dog?
I'm good, man.
Yes,
I'm feeling good. Got my whiskey.
Got your whiskey.
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
It's another beautiful day in the moon.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's a lot of cool out here now.
Oh,
too,
yeah, no,
bro.
it's on the
Like,
switch
weather's
up a little
starting
bit.
to really get good out here in the H, bro.
Straight up, man. This is the weather that we love, man. Because that hot shit from June and July, I can't rock with it, man. And we got the abominable light skinned young Ray Matthews with us. What's going on, man?
We here. You motherfuckers thought I wasn't gonna do it, I got you. I'm good, bro. Ready today, bro. Feeling good. Like Tony said, it's been some. We didn't have some good weather this past week. I know the hurricane, tore through New Orleans, but it brought some cool air this way. So
it did. I saw it on the radar that something might be brewing over there in the Gulf coming towards us real soon.
Again?
Yeah, next week.
Coming towards us.
Yeah.
Texas. Yeah.
Next week. Yeah. So everybody, y'all get y'all stuff together. Go get you some water. Start, stocking up little by little right now.
Yeah.
boy, they gonna wait till the last minute.
Yeah. Hey, but man, what would I be if I didn't at least encourage you?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Just encourage you, fam. Go get you some water. Go get you some toilet paper. You don't want to be the one in there having to fight for it, man.
Yeah.
Man, I hate that bullshit. I don't not want to go through that, bro. I'm just gonna ride with what I got, bro.
Oh God, he's gonna be able to wipe his ass. He's gonna be mad.
Shit, you gotta go. Once you go through the toilet paper, then you go through the motherfucking paper towels, man. Yeah, got a bunch of them hoes.
Then you have to bring a trash bag. You ain't gonna be able to just throw them paper towels in the toilet, fam.
That nigga ass gonna be raw.
Wait a minute, hold on, time out. What happened to your don't you just hate though, bro?
Man, that shit was so stupid. I couldn't figure out enough of them to keep it consistent. So I'm like, fuck it.
After every time we had to hit the little button.
Nah, you stupid, bro.
Nah, y'all hate my Don't You Just Hate was good for a little bit, dog.
No.
My Don't You Just Hate was live for a little bit, man. The one about the remote on the TV and the.
I don't know, man.
I made an executive decision to scrap it.
And I'm with that, bro.
All right, fam.
Hey,
we support you.
Yeah, we support that wholeheartedly, bro. We got a good show for y'all today, man. Hey, but first, man, we're gonna have to shout out. Well, not necessarily shout out, just acknowledge.
There you go. Yeah.
The victims of 9/11.
Definitely.
And we just want to just give a little. What am I looking for?
I don't know, man. I just
Give a little love.
Yeah.
We definitely gonna give a little love to the first responders, to the families of the first responders. We know y'all lost, some people out there. Thoughts and prayers are forever with you. That's never an easy thing, to go through something like that. I never forget, being in high school.
Yep.
I think that was my sophomore year.
Sophomore year.
When that happened, man, when the first one hit, the news, it immediately all over the school, the news came on when the first one hit because it was a big thing. And literally, by the time the TV came on, the second one came.
Yeah, it was
and
big.
then we heard about the one hitting the Pentagon, and one of my classmates, her mom worked at the Pentagon, so she was in class crying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was big, but yeah, we do want to send that love to them, man, because that was a big day. That was a big day. No matter how we feel about America, we can still recognize the fact that did happen and that's messed up. So
Yeah.
shout out to y'all.
Don't want to get too deep.
Nah. We save it.
All right, Steve.
Moving right along.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Moving right along. I know I don't have too much to say about that. You know what I'm saying? But
nah, not at all, man. Not at all. I think everybody remembers what they were.
Yeah, all of that.
yeah,
So, fam,
what's up?
the topic of the day.
The topic of today is stand with your parents, man, as an adult.
As an adult.
That's what we talking about today.
Yeah.
And man, be honest with y'all, bro. Like, I personally, bro, I'm not a parent, but I know once I become a parent, I won't have a problem with my kids staying with me into their adulthood, as long as they're like doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're out there trying to make it happen, like if you in school or whatever, you going back for your masters and all the rest of that shit, yeah, you can stay with you. You can stay. And then I probably won't even, put no bills on you. You know what I'm saying? You can,
because you're doing something.
You can kick it. Yeah. And then once you get done whatever it is you're trying to get accomplished, then we'll talk about you finding your own space. But if you are sitting at the crib doing absolutely nothing, we gotta have that discussion, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's plain and simple, man. Like, cause I don't think today, like my dad would even. He might allow me to stay there, but it'll be on a time constraint. Like, nigga, you got a month, nigga, to get your shit straight. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, bro, you got to find some alternative living arrangements for you, because you can't be can't be here. And I mean, I get it. Man to man, I understand that.
I'm glad you said that,
Yeah.
man to man, because a lot of rules are very different when we start talking about that. But before we jump into that little ordeal, I'm definitely okay with Tage staying with me as long as she needs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey man, you're not gonna stay here freeloading though. Like, you're gonna be going to school, you're gonna be working. You're gonna bring something in here, and I'm gonna make sure that if you're, you don't want to go to school and you're just gonna work, but you still want to stay here, I'm gonna make sure you have a plan going forward. We're gonna follow it to figure out what you really want, so you can have it. If you decide to move out, you're welcome to stay here for the rest of your life. But guess what? You're gonna have to do something around here.
18.
You giving boys?
See ya. You got to go, man. Listen, I get it. Like, I'm not. Look, what I'm saying is that I'm not kicking you out at 18, but in my head, at 18, you got to go, because I would hope that I'm doing everything that I need to do up till 18, to where, you know what I'm saying, he ready to make that, or they ready to make that step to be on their own. I just feel like at 18, ain't no reason to be at the crib unless you're trying to save money or.
Boy, you lying.
What? How am I lying?
Maturity for us at 18 is nowhere near nowhere near the level of somebody that can be staying on their own.
Right, but what I'm saying is that you go to college at 18, so you're staying on your own.
You out there, but you still coming back to your crib,
which is not technically you living with me as an adult. That's just you coming back home for the summer.
Living. That's living. If he still got a room, he lives there.
He'll forever have a room. I don't think that should change. Noah when the house is bought, they gonna forever have a room in the house. So that ain't. It don't matter how old they get. I'm gonna try to keep the room situation together. So I don't know about that, but I want you to get out at 18. Like I said, by 18, man, I feel you. Like I wasn't mature enough at 18 for that, but I did it, and I you know what I'm saying, got out of the house and I figured it out, because it wasn't no way that I was trying to be staying with my people.
And see, I don't view college as getting out the house, because you still need your parents' money in certain aspects. Like, you still relying on your parents, even though you're out on your own.
I thought we were specifically talking about living with them, though.
You still are living with your parents. So
all of your mail is going directly to your parents' house. it's not going to your dorm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not going to your dorm. It's going back to your parents' house. Like that's where you stay. Like because your dorm is only temporary.
Well, some of my mail still go to my granny house. I mean, that's
okay, but here's
I haven't lived there in forever.
okay, but it's not going when you're in college and you reach 18. You don't get mail going to your dorm. Unless it's gonna have to go to the school. Like I'm talking about bills when I'm saying mail. So fam, you still stay there.
Nah, I never stayed with her. It's just I kept all of my stuff going to her house because she wasn't going nowhere. I'm changing.
Not you. Mm-hmm. Not you. There are some different cases. We know that. I'm saying the vast majority of people, like your bills, your mail, that little phone bill that you probably have in your name is probably going back to your parents' house because that's where you stay. That phone bill ain't going to your dorm. So that's what we saying. Like, you know, even though you're getting out, you go to college, your home address is where you stay, and that's probably with your parents.
Yeah, because if you're going back there once you graduate, if you go back to your parents' house, that's where you stay.
Yeah, but you're not going back. I'm with you on that one.
Some people don't go back.
Yeah.
Some people don't.
Why would you though? That's what I'm saying. That's why my whole perspective of it is at 18 you out, and so when you graduate college, yeah, it's probably economically more feasible for some people to go back home. But I'm trying to set my son up to where when he graduate college, he don't have to come back home to save nothing. The job that he gets out of college, hopefully, if God say the same, he'll be able to go and live by himself and still stack bread.
And that's the thing, though. That's the thing. You can get a job immediately following school, and it's still and the salary will be okay. But it might not get you a leg up initially. The leg up is that you saving money while you're not paying a certain bill that normal people pay. And that's my thing. That's the thing that I would want my kid to have. Like, if he become an engineer like me, shout out to engineers out there, you know what I'm saying? I'm double E already, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? V equals I times R. You know what I'm saying? But if he comes out and he's an engineer, he'll be making good money. But I would still want him to come back home for at least a year so he won't have to endure the whole, not mortgage thing, but the whole rent thing. Because the rent that's really the quintessential fucking bill that'll, you know what I'm saying, mess up your whole plan. So if he don't have to spend like $1,300 a month or whatever to stay in a nice spot and come stay with me, for a year, come save your bread. If you come out making 60, because if you're 21 years old, 22 years old, you come out making 60, 65. That's solid.
And you ain't got no kids?
And no kids, you solid. You solid. And if you come back and stay with your parents making 65, you can stack your bread to in order to eliminate the whole renting process and go and jump straight into motherfucking buying a home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's about your credit score, it's about your down payment. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can,
absolutely,
you get out of school, you get your credit together, and you focus on that. Come back to the house. You ain't got no bills here. Take advantage of your parents, especially if your parents are in a good position. I'm gonna want my kid to take advantage of me.
Okay, look, stop beating me over the head because I ain't take advantage.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
I'm okay. So I guess I'm with you on that, but I think that we kind of live in the. I just think the preparation should be a little bit better, right? I feel what you're saying. Like, you come out making 60. Look, in my head, it's like this, bro. It's like, I remember when I was growing up, if I would have had a financial understanding better than I was, like, instead of like giving Granny so much money to help take care of the things that we needed to take care of around the house, you know, I could have saved a little bit more because I was hustling from 12, cutting yards from 12 to 16. Then I worked at Popeyes at 16. Like, I had nothing but jobs in high school. And if I would have stacked my bread in high school like I was supposed to, when I got to college, I would have had a good chunk of cash saved up. And then through college, if I would have stacked my bread on some of them days and been more financially responsible, I could have had a bunch of bread saved up. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is I want to teach my kids how to do that before they have to get to that point, right?
Right.
Hopefully, when they get to the point of graduation, they not in the position that we was in, or that some other people, you know what I'm saying, be in, where you just now starting trying to figure it out. I want to try to teach them how to figure out before they get to that point, so we don't have to do that. But I do feel what you're saying, in that is a way to get a leg up.
Man, look, I'm gonna do exactly, man, and I'm gonna look directly in the camera. Mama, I apologize for not listening, because everything that Steve was just saying was everything that my mama was telling me to do. Yeah. Tony, while you here, go ahead and stack your money. That way, when you move out, you can save for a house. And I wasn't doing none of that, so I apologize. Now, I've learned my lesson. So my thing, I kind of charge myself with this thing, is to make sure Tage doesn't make the same mistake that I did. Mm-hmm. Like, fam, we see this housing market ain't going back down at all. And I don't want my daughter to be out here like, all right, well, Dad, I graduated college, or, hey, I graduated high school. I want to get a house. All right, baby, I'm going to show you the steps you need to take to get a house. Cool. You can stay here, but I need you to stack your money. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I need you to understand your credit. You know what I'm saying? Those are going to be the two driving forces for you to get a house. Stack your money, get your credit together. I promise you get a house, and you can stay here to do it.
So is that going to be part of that would be part of the rules? Like, would you? All right, I'll ask you this: would you ask for like a bank statement every month just to make sure that they, you know what I'm saying, they transferring enough to their savings or whatever? If you're gonna stay with me, you got to save at minimum. I'm not fucking 10% a month. 10% of your earnings a month.
You know what? I'm gonna give some leeway to make sure, to teach her some responsibility and accountability. I'm gonna give her some leeway to do that. Now we'll reconvene, maybe once a quarter, to see, hey, where you at.
Once a quarter.
I'm just saying,
accountant
that's
talk.
That's the accountant talking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Once a quarter, just to see, hey, baby, we still on goal, because I want you to reach your goals, and I'm gonna hold you to it. I want you to do that. If you say, hey, Daddy, I want to get a house, hey, all right, fam, I'm gonna tell you how me and your mama got it, and then we're gonna devise a plan, and I want you to stick to it. So once a quarter, I'm gonna meet with you. Now, if you come up on a situation where you like, oh, well, my hours got knocked back, or I ain't got no job, that's understandable. We can bypass that. With that. Yeah, we can work with that. Yeah. It's all good. However, you just going out here, oh, Dad, I went to happy hour and I was buying rounds and rounds and rounds. Oh, all right, did you save what you said you was going to save before you started buying rounds? Mm-hmm. No. All right, well, now you up shit's creek, fam. But you got to only do that so many times.
But we also got to understand, though, like even listening to you two guys, we got to understand that you are talking about a daughter. And so you're talking about it. So that dynamic is completely different. And you're talking about boys. So I understand where you coming from when it comes to preparation. Mm-hmm. Because, you know what I'm saying? Well, I like real talk, bro. Shit gets real tough for young men. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to be behind the 8 ball late in the game, because 25 is kind of late in the game. Even for like us, we learned about money. Late. That's late in the game. So I feel you on that,
bro.
But here's the thing. Hold on. Because my dad invited me to stay back, come back to the house. Hey, man, look, I see you didn't, you were I was staying with my cousin when I graduated, PV. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. He sold his house, and, I ended up moving back home because that was the only place I could really go at the time. You know what I'm saying? He was helping me go through, finishing my last semester of school. My dad told me, hey, come move back in, we know that you just graduated, get you a better job, do all X, Y, Z, then you move out. And that's exactly what I did. My mama was so much on the pace of, hey, when you get here, stay as long as you want, so you stack your money the way you ain't got to get no apartment. Mm-hmm. I was just like, shit, I'm finna move out. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna get this better job and then move out, because I don't want to be underneath my parents. That's the difference between girls and boys. like my daughter, she'd probably be, yeah, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here. Me being me and having conversations with my dad, I wasn't trying to stay there for forever.
Right.
I wasn't trying to stay until I was.
What does that have to do with preparation, nigga?
It has to do with a lot. Hold on.
You just stopped Steve. It was like, well, hold on. This is the thing.
Okay. Preparation was different depending on what parent was talking to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My mama was like giving me the leeway to stay there until, hey, this is how you stack and save your money until you ready to get a house.
Yeah.
My daddy was like, hey, look.
Get your ass
Basically like, nigga, get a job, get a better job, and get your ass out.
Yeah.
Go be a man and get on your own, too.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just different. Definitely. And that's why I was like, I agree with you. You know, you want to show your boys, hey, you got to stand on your own too, be a man, get out here. My daddy was willing to do that to a certain extent. Mm-hmm. Hey, look, I know that you just graduated, so I'm going to cut you a little slack, but I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. You're going to get a better job, and then you're going to get out.
Mm-hmm. I ask y'all this, you know what I'm saying? I'll ask you this specifically, and you can chime in if you like. Was women or access to women a catalyst or a minor catalyst to like push you to get out the house a little bit faster?
Minor? Nigga, that shit was major. Hold on, dog.
So getting ass, yeah.
Nigga, I'm not gonna be banging in my folks' house. Like, like that's the thing. Like, fam, I want some ass when I want some ass. Like, I'm not gonna be banging in the house while my mom and dad's there. You feel me? So I need to get out and get on my own.
But what I'm trying to ask is like, all right, when it comes, some people like they want to feel, independent, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? I want to be my own, my own man, blah blah blah. But what is like women? The reasoning behind moving out or finding your own space? Where does women fall in the category of significance as to why you want to get out your parents' house?
For one, women look at you different. So you got to put that on, like when you're trying to show a woman, like I can court a woman, I can take care of certain stuff. Like we men, so we know like, hey, I can't be no beach bum or I can't be no couch bum staying on my mama's house and still trying to get all of these women. That's not a man's man. Like we men, we want to take care of shit. We want to. I'm the macho. I'm the muscle. I got X, Y, Z. I'm not living off somebody else. Mm-hmm. So when you see me, you see that I'm standing on my own too, and I'm doing whatever I need to do to make sure mine is handled. Yeah, that's how I was looking at it. I didn't like really staying there because I wasn't able to say that. So that was pretty high up there, fam. Like it was like number 2.
I was like, women was like probably number 1 for me. Man. At that age, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. It had to be number 1, man. Because look, there's no, especially at that age, the preparation for me wasn't all the way complete coming to that age, as far as like, you know what I'm saying, the mindset that I should really actually be having, like, right, you don't want to move into an apartment for bitches. You want to move into an apartment because that's just what you're supposed to do. They can get out your people's house. But back then it was 100% women because everything that I can do in my own house, I can do in my mama or my daddy house. Besides bring bitches home, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could come over there, we could kick it, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have no issues with anything else that I do in life besides bringing women over.
Besides sex, bro.
Right. So it was number 1 for me. I wouldn't think about nothing else. I'm just trying to squeak some springs. That's
Billis, huh? You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. That's the goal, man.
I can't be living in my mama house and then I gotta call you over and fuck you in the car.
Yeah. Or you can go to her place. You could go to her place. You know what I mean?
But that was an option. But you know what? That was my option. At the time that I was there.
Did y'all see that TikTok of my old boy? He was in the restroom and it said, when you need somewhere to stay. I guess he went to her house. He was in the restroom in the mirror brushing his teeth. And she had that Beyonce I'm in love with you song playing. That nigga was like, yes. Got someone to stay.
Yeah, I'm in there. I think that, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean to like, get off topic too much, but
good.
I think that's probably why, like back when I was younger, bro, I used to mess with a lot of older women.
Because they had that shit.
All right, because you can
already
go to
had
her
that.
house.
I can go to their house, bro.
You
Even
was-
though I had to get up like at 5 a.m. before the kids got up. You know what I'm saying? Like that was see, and that's why I say there's always rules when you with somebody or staying with somebody. Or, you know what I'm
facts.
saying?
That is facts.
because that was the rule when I used to kick it with a lot of the older women that had like 2 kids or whatever. Like, cause I was messing with 30-year-olds when I was like 21.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
you know, grand scheme. Now, I mean, I thought it was popping back then, but now that I'm like 35, I'm like, all right, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I go over there by 10. Kids be sleep. We do our thing. I spend the night, and then about 5 o'clock, yeah, she be like, hey, they gotta go to school in a little bit. All right. Deuces, fam.
See
I'm
you
out this
later.
hoe, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so and those were the times when I would come back home from school.
Mm.
So that'd be because I didn't even like during the summers when I came back home, I was staying with my dad, but like I tried like I wasn't trying to be there a lot. You know, I was on the go doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-woo and blah blah blah.
As we we talk to our dads, they try to tell us, get your own shit.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, that's what they trying to groom us for, because we know that's what women are really looking for. They're not looking for no nigga that's still staying with their mom. Now you might catch a few.
You catch a bunch.
Yeah, well,
a bitch, a woman will quickly tell you, I ain't talking to no nigga that stay with his mama.
But
Yeah,
we know.
you know you will.
Okay, now that was just a figure of speech.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But we know what we groomed for. Fam.
Yeah.
We're already groomed to have our own and stay on our own.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also we also got to understand, man. Like even with my dad, man. He's a man's man, but we also got to understand that even though you are a man's man, you got some help along the way somewhere.
Precisely.
Do not. And that's the thing about saying like dudes, like don't put on this facade like you ain't getting no help somewhere along your journey. And that's the thing that I don't like about a lot of saying some niggas be trying to be I'm self-made. I did this on my nigga. I did this. Nigga. Bruh, even Bill Gates and them done got some help along. You know what I'm saying? They done got some like even we didn't seen a movie about social media about Mark Zuckerberg, how he got help from like 7-8 niggas that were around. You know what I'm saying? That was trying to they got that Facebook shit off the ground. So
Right.
help comes in many forms. And for me personally, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I inherited my grandmother's house. So when I was out of school, where was I staying? You know what I'm saying? When that last time when I got out of school and I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna take some time off and figure some shit out. I was at my grandmother's house. That was a paid off house.
Yeah.
The only criteria for me was to take care of the bills and maintain it.
Right.
That was easy for you know what I'm saying. That was easy for it. You know what I'm saying?
working.
So
you
I feel like that was my leg up because even when I graduated and I got my job.
You still
I was still staying there, and
Yeah.
that's the reason why I say that's the only reason why I come from the place that I'm coming from, because I knew what it did for me, and I was
Yeah.
able to buy a house. I never rented nothing. The last time I rented something was in college. You know what I'm saying? I never rented nothing. I was I was blessed to have that opportunity, even though some nights it was I ain't want to be. I'm like, fuck, man, this old ass crib. You know what I'm saying? Hitting cricks and shit, blah blah blah, the shit, but. Hey, I made that sacrifice, and now you're in a crib. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I would want. Like I said, I'm just going back to what I was saying earlier. I want my kids to be able to enjoy the fruits of my labor. You know what I'm saying? You can enjoy the fruits of my labor. You can lean on me, fam. My back's strong, bro, and I got tree trunks. So I'm good.
This nigga here, dog. Self-made. You one of them self-made. You one of them self-made niggas.
I just said I'm not a self-made nigga, bro. I got help.
Tree trunk. Stand on me.
Oh yeah. Well,
Hey,
I'm self-made on my my legs though. Self-made.
Shut the fuck up.
Squatting, four.
Appreciate you, Charlotte.
yeah, right. Nigga, shut up. So, question though, like I know, well, now we like 30 something. You know what I'm saying? We 35. You get back out there and you dating. Would you date a woman that was staying with her parents?
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Yeah, that's that. Now, see that question is For
think
us
dudes
as
don't
men, we
care.
don't care because we got our own shit.
We don't.
I don't
give
think
a fuck
dudes
about
care.
that. No, we
Listen,
don't.
if it's good enough, you can come live with me for a couple months, baby.
We don't care about. But this is the thing that, bruh, I hate this shit with a passion, bruh. Like, don't give me this whole you an independent woman shit.
And you staying with your parents.
And you staying with your parents and you rely on your daddy for a lot of shit that you can't get on your own. Know what I'm saying? I just talked to y'all about it. I made a post on Facebook about it, and it was a joke, and maybe it might have been in poor taste to a degree, and it may have came at a bad time.
It wasn't important.
No, it may have came at a bad time because hold on, let me finish. It may have came at a bad time due to the whole abortion thing, where you can't have abortion after 6 weeks.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was that whole, it's a whole pro-choice thing about that. People, like, women are up in arms about, like, not being able to have abortion. You know what I'm saying? But I had said something on Facebook along the lines of, don't talk to me about male privilege if you can stay on your parents' insurance till you damn near 40 and not pay nothing while they paying it. You know what I'm saying? And that's essentially how it is with all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know a lot of people that'll let their male their sons be on their insurance till they like 40, let alone stay in their house till they 40. You feel me? Like, so my thing about that is, like, just understand that there's a different dynamic when it comes to women and men. You know what I'm saying? There's a completely different view angle, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to women and men. And
hell, see, women have to be honest with themselves. Majority of women, I guarantee you, if you tell a woman, you still stay with your parents, no matter what kind of job you got, no matter look, I stay with my parents. I have a nice job, got a nice little car. I just stay with my parents. What, they finna shit on you?
yeah,
we know that. Most women, because women gonna see this and be like, all right, we ain't talking about just you. We talking about the majority of y'all. The majority of women will pass up a nigga that's staying with his parents because you're gonna be like, oh, this nigga can't stand on his own.
Right. Just imagine, bro. I was just thinking that, bro. Just imagine. I told the women on that post, imagine if you was on a date. Like, it was the first couple of dates. Y'all kicking it, everything, the vibe is cool. And then something about insurance came up. Car insurance came up. And he was like, oh, yeah, I don't pay that shit. My parents still pay that. Would you look at that man would you look at him differently based on him saying that?
Most of them would.
People they were capping. Nah.
Most
you capping, fam. You know you'll look at him differently. Or if he said, like you just said, if he said, oh, my parents pay my rent.
Dog, we not, this is the thing. We're not, we're in our age group, we talking mid-30s. So when Steve is saying that, when Steve is asking these questions, these are the people that's responding. Our age group, 30 and up.
Yep, that's true.
We not 22, 23 no more. That's like, it's almost expected at 22, 23. Oh yeah, my parents still, pay my insurance right now and all of that good jazz. All right, cool. That's just what it is. But at 30, 35, if that's still happening, man, y'all ain't got a front on us. Right. We already know what's up because we out here.
It's not an admirable, ain't no woman gonna ever say that that's an admirable quality to have your parents paying for something for you after 35 years old.
Absolutely.
They're not gonna be
like you can't do it yourself.
Right. It's only a few women, and I know a few women that are understanding in that regard, but a lot of you, man, a lot of y'all not understanding.
Let's keep it a G.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all not. I mean, you can even see like responses and reaction to certain things on the internet. Boys ain't trying to hear that shit, man. And what you said last episode from Cardi B? What Cardi B say?
Broke boys don't deserve no Gucci.
I know that's right. Everybody gonna say I know that's right together. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if a nigga talking about he ain't paying his own insurance, he ain't doing all that shit, y'all gonna act stupid about that.
Even if a nigga got a good job.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no.
But
no, we don't really have the time to like. People don't take the time to like actually understand people's situation.
Nope.
And if you do take the time to understand somebody's situation, then maybe you can move past that. But folks don't take that time. All they hear is because man, even in some of these movies, you'll see that women they'll ask questions like, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" Check. You have your own car? Check. You got your own place? Check. Tangible shit.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? Not the shit that's intangible. You know what I'm saying? So this shit
is what it
all
is.
this shit just fucked up, bro.
So
It's all just a screen, man. Because they say that they wouldn't do it. They probably look at you a little bit different, but if you have women are they recognize potential in expectations in their head, and so if you show them something, they forget about all that little stuff that they say they care about so much.
yeah.
And they usually make an exception. You might be getting roasted in the group chat with her friends.
You
but
definitely
she's
getting
still
roasted.
Yeah.
It ain't no mic.
She a different way in front of you than she is in front of her friends, because her friends saying something and she's like, yeah, girl, I know this bitch ass nigga, blah blah blah.
She's
you know
still
what I'm saying?
fucking a nigga.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. They just be talking, bro. I with women, yeah.
So check this out.
All right. What? Go ahead. What you gonna say?
Oh, you finna add on? Because you got
I'm good, man. I'm out of there. Hold on.
I'm not trying to get in trouble at all, bro.
So we talked about, having our kids. You ain't got one yet.
No, I don't.
But I know you, and I understand your thought process, but I know me and Ray, you could chime in, but I'm gonna ask Ray, look, let's just say, your boys, they go to college and they just say, we ain't, really, we don't want to go out there, and you say, hey, the room is still here for you. Come on back and let's devise a plan. At what point do you say, all right, here's what you need to pay while you're staying here? Or do you say, all right, you don't have to pay anything?
No, he paying something for sure, bro. At the very least, I'm trying to give you a leg up, but I'm not trying to cripple you, right? I feel like not having to. You inherited your grandmother's house, but you still had responsibilities in it. You wasn't just living off the land. That's what my dad called it. He liked to call it living off the land. You wasn't just living off the land. You still had utilities, cable, whatever, all the different shit you had to take care of around the house, the grass, all that stuff. So you're not finna just come home, like you said, you're not finna just come home and just live off the land. You got to pay something, whether it's $150 to whatever it is.
Right.
I don't care. It's just something. So but those, like when a decision like that is made, because you got to think, when we turned 18, the first thing that we thought was, nigga, I'm grown. First time my people try to tell me something, in my head, not out loud, but in my head, I was like, nigga, I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what my thought process was. So my pops was paying my phone bill. He like, call me. I ain't answer. I'm just, we out there living. When I finally called him back, he like, nigga, I'll pay your phone bill. As long as I'm paying the phone bill, you answer the damn phone. I don't care what you're doing. Mm-hmm. I told him, like, Pops, I was studying. I don't care if you were studying. I'll pay the bill. When I call you, answer the phone.
Man, boy.
I said, okay, nigga, click. Next week I was at Sprint, got my own phone bill, because I don't want you to have that leg up. You know what I'm saying? That leg up on me. So there's got to be some sense of responsibility when you come back home. And then those plans have to be laid out clear before the move is made, because being in the house as a child and being in the house as an adult, two different things, nigga.
Different things.
Two different things.
You're exactly right.
So I'll ask you this, since you just said that. So if you all right, if you charge them, I ain't saying charge. You charge them.
Yeah.
You charge them $200 a month.
Mm-hmm.
What would that $200 go to? Would you keep it and like all right, when they move up, like, hey man, this money that you've been paying me
Goes right back to you.
Here it is. But this is just what you. This is me just teaching you that you got responsibilities when you stay anywhere. Bro,
think about exactly that. Because think about that feeling you would get, bro. If I was paying anybody $200, however much a month, and then when my lease was up, I got a big
all that
check.
shit back.
Nigga, I'm trying to get that $150 security deposit back. I'm painting walls and doing all kinds of shit, trying to get $150. That feeling I would get after, let's just say he stayed with me for a year. 12 months times 200. If I got that kind of check walking out the door, shit, look, I'm forever indebted to my people. And my sense of like responsibility and appreciate, like all that stuff. That's a man. You would do so much for your kid in a situation like that. Just giving them that leg up, not only monetarily, but you know what I'm saying, all the inside shit too.
Yeah. I
That's $2,400, bro.
yeah.
Nigga,
I
at 24.
Right, and when you at move out, right? That means you already probably took care of like all your shit. Like that's extra money to like buy your furniture and
the next
all that
apartment.
shit.
Furniture.
Man, listen,
Leg up, man. I'm telling you.
that shit. See that's that mentality. That'll cycle. You know what I'm saying? I think a kid would really like be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I see what it takes to like save money. You know what I'm saying? They can kind of like jumpstart something in somebody's brain if some shit like that happen. You know?
Yeah.
It's bro. This thing here, it's a mental thing.
Yeah.
Look at Tom Brady, old non-athletic ass. It's here.
It's discipline.
Yes,
And that's what us as men, especially when we young, we don't have much discipline. We trying to fuck everything, and hey, man, hey, I can't even lie, bro. We all, you know what I'm saying. We went to HBCU. I mean, it's any college.
Don't even say that.
Don't put it on HBCU.
I was about to say because we also traveled to Baylor, OSU,
Baylor. Shout out to OSU.
Yeah. Somebody special was there.
Shout out to OSU. That was fun.
Cut the camera.
That was fun. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? It's just that whole discipline. The discipline aspect of it is what you try to instill in your kids early, man. And I, like I said, I don't have kids, but I know that part is something that is extremely hard to maintain in your own goddamn life. You feel me? So I ain't mean to go off tangent, man. That's just something I want to throw out there, bro.
One thing that I see that didn't happen for a good while that is happening now. A lot of parents are more acceptable of their kids staying with them past 18, because there was a period where you turn 18, you got to get out of my house.
That's
and I'm so glad that now we need to continue like building on that, because essentially that's how you build wealth. Like by not putting your kid out there and putting them behind an 8-ball. You know what I'm saying? That's how you build wealth, is saying, hey man, look, if you can stay with me and you can stack your bread and then get out there and then you get your own house, because essentially, a house turns into property, turns into value. It appreciates over time. That's how you build at least some type of wealth. It may not be a whole bunch, but if enough people do it, that's how you build wealth within our community. So I'm so glad that we're getting back to that. Now,
but it's just a natural progression of how it should have happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like we always say, man, like just in defense of our parents, because a lot of times they didn't make a lot of good decisions as far as like that goes. You know what I'm saying? Different situations or whatever. But it only makes sense. We're supposed to get better with every generation. And so just looking back, we got slavery, and then they trying to raise kids in this environment that we living in. So yeah, they told us at 18 you need to get out, because they was trying to prepare us for being out there with sharks and animals. You know what I'm saying? Like, so in our head mentally, it's been beat into us that at 18 you got to get out, because they want us to be ready. Now we don't necessarily have that now. And so, like you said, I'm glad we kind of figuring out that, you know what, you don't have to be hard like that. You don't have to be Brody to survive in this thing. You know what I'm saying? There's a different approach to do it. It doesn't have to be a fear way. It doesn't have to be like, you know what I'm saying, super aggressive about it. It's here.
I see now. Well, let me interject real quick, because I feel like you still have to be. You have to have a level of stone. You know what I'm saying? As far as hard, you gotta have your level of being hard out here to deal with these motherfuckers out here in this world.
Right.
But I just, my thing was just, you can do that, but just know that we're here. If I was a parent, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? If world gets too tough and you start to succumb to some shit, come holler at me. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still, it's kind of like,
I'm still your dad.
I'm still your dad. It's kind of like Thor and Odin. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I hate to take it to, Thor is cold, but if shit starts getting too real, who he call? His old man. You know what I'm saying? Because his old man still that, that nigga.
That
You feel me? So that's all. That's how I look at it. But go be Thor, bro. You might win a lot of battles, but the battles that you can't win, you can call on me, bro. I got you. I'll try to coach you through it. If I can't do it for you, I'll coach you through it. You know what I'm saying? Based on my experience, and that's what we've been gathering throughout this time that we've been on this earth. Us three, we have learned so much about life from I've known you for forever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about all three of us, we've known each other since we were
35.
35.
You know what I'm saying? But when we all got together, we got together at 18, 19, bro. We've learned so much between that time frame and now.
Yeah.
To where the wisdom is present. So when our kid gets not even necessarily when the kid gets to 35, but when the kid gets to motherfucking 15, 17, we can definitely bestow some shit on them that'll help them out.
They're gonna know.
Yeah.
Gotta know. Now, let's we got it way off track for the actual topic, but it's all good because having the whole conversation about living with your parents is very real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's
everything
dope.
we talk about is included in that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Let's kind of flip it. Having your parent live with you.
Steve said, "I feel attacked. I feel attacked."
Now, I got some questions for Steve because I know.
Shit.
All right. Here's the thing. What do we always say? I want to take care of my parents. In my opinion, the biggest form of taking care of your parents is saying, "Hey, I got this big ass house." Regardless of if it's a 3-bedroom, you just like, look, mama, I got this goddamn house. You can come stay with me now. I can take care of you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
There's rules that comes with you staying with me, mama.
Yeah.
But there's also things that you won't do. What should be, or how do you feel like, hey man, I moved my mama in, but still we need to have a certain understanding about what's going to happen in this house because this is my house.
You can have that talk with your mama. Like it don't change nothing. Mama, the thing about my mom is, and I love my mom, but my mom is a very opinionated woman.
Absolutely.
And so with her being super opinionated, she's going to give it. I don't care what situation it is. Steve, you need to do this. Steve, you need to do that.
She's still mama.
Right, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Like I can play king in my house, but she all right, I can be like the king of like hearts, and then she'll like try to use the ace of spades on it. You know what I'm saying? Like if we playing spades, that's the type of person she is. You know what I'm saying? Like she'll try to cut my shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'd be like, no, I'm the king. Nah, I'm the ace of spades. You know, so it's hard. It gets hard sometimes, but I would tell anybody that moves their one parent in. You know what I'm saying? Let alone if you moving one parent in, to establish some type of boundary. You know, when it comes to certain things, as far as like decision making in your home and people chiming in on certain things that you're doing. You got to establish some type of boundary because now we're grown. We're grown. Like it's different when you like 15, 16, but when you in your 30s, bro, some of that shit you don't be wanting to hear. And especially as a man, bro, because, I run my shit. I do my thing how I do my thing.
Oh, word?
I do my thing. Repeat. I do my thing how I do my thing.
So let me ask you something, dog. You do your thing how you do your thing?
Yeah.
What's the rules as far as banging in your house then, dog? You do your thing how you do your thing? Or you like...
I repeat. I do my thing how I do my thing. But everybody can't do their thing how they do their thing in my crib. You know what I'm saying? Hell, what?
Yeah.
Let me go outside and see an extra car in front of my house.
What you gonna do?
Oh, nigga, I'm not talking about her.
Oh.
Because Well, see, here's the thing.
Oh.
Like, I know. Well, that's my aunt, so I kind of know how she operates. You know what I'm saying? Birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah, she's real chill
Same
about shit
as
like
mama.
that. Yeah.
So she wouldn't do it like that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about you, nigga. Like,
Well,
as
you know,
far
it's-
as certain things that you would or won't do. Because here's the thing. Now, we men, we like, hey, nigga, you staying in my house. I don't give a damn how old you is. You got to understand, when the man needed, the man needed. You can take your ass in the room and close the door and just be quiet. Because guess what? Me and your mama finna get it on. However, it's a whole different situation when it's your mama staying in the house. It is you know, your girl or somebody that you bringing in.
Man, I tell you like this. All right, like now I'm in a relationship, so I mean,
Yeah, we know.
But the last time when mom moved in, bro, I didn't give a fuck. What? I mean,
So
what
it
you?
ain't
I mean,
no-
like when you drunk, bro, like what you gonna do? Like you gonna be like,
okay.
be quiet, my mama here. Nah. Half the time, bro, boys be looking at me like back in the day, like when she did stay at my house, people be looking at me like, do your mama stay with you, or do you stay with your mama?
That is,
Like, nigga,
but I'm willing
no.
to bet that that's a valid question, though.
Like, nigga, no, she stays with me.
Because niggas be lying.
Because niggas do be lying.
Niggas be lying. Man, shit, nah, I don't live. Man, I just let my mama move back home last week. Trey, get your ass off that goddamn phone.
Ooh, man, bro.
But I know, because I know you, and I know, like, that was your house, and then she ended up moving back because y'all two are two peas in the same pod. I'm gonna take care of my own shit.
Yeah.
And you know, that's commendable what you do. But I know us as men, that's the one thing that we say, I'm gonna take care of mom and dad. I'm gonna make sure that they taken care of. However, you know, our daddies is, nigga, you ain't gotta take care of me.
But you know what the thing? I mean, the thing
Yeah,
about it
take it,
is,
man, I
I mean, the roles they reverse, bro. They reverse.
That is very
for sure.
true.
They
That
reverse.
is very true.
And once you get to that point, man, like, because our parents, let's be real, bro. Our parents not gonna be here forever, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, as they get older, their health will start deteriorating. So it's gonna be some things that you're gonna have to do for them that they low key did for you when you was a kid.
I'm glad you said that. Because you know what's crazy? Every man that I've talked to that has both girls and boys as kids, they say, oh man, you good, you got a girl, you got a daughter, she gonna take care of you. Them boys, they ain't about shit. They ain't gonna take care of you. So I'm glad, you know, all right, I have a girl. It's gonna be a little difference. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that is the leeway that we give, you know, as society, when we start talking about girls and boys and how long you can stay at home, is because we know eventually our daughters are gonna take care of us. You know what I'm saying? My dad, that's my first man, that's my first superhero. Versus our boys is like, man, this nigga been telling me stand on my own. So
Nigga, you stand on your own.
you
You
stand
know
on
what I'm
your
saying?
own. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad I got a girl, Ray.
My boy's gonna take care of me or they hurt that ass. I did too much.
You can't. When you
Shit.
I said if it comes to a situation where they have to, they will.
Yeah,
That's
of
what
course,
I'm saying.
Of course.
That's what I'm saying. They will. My dad tell me that all the time. Like, them niggas gonna leave you though. They gonna leave you. I'm like, nah.
But here's the thing. You saying that now, they're very, 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 very young. When you start talking, like, now I can say, you know, if my dad needed me to take care of him, I definitely would, because I know what he did when I was older. You know what I'm saying? Allow me to move back in and telling me, hey, you know, showing me some of the things that I needed to do as a grown ass man. This is how you get out there and handle your shit. As a kid, man, they ain't gonna remember that, fam.
Nigga, who cares what it ain't. He my pops. That's all that matter. It don't matter what he
Everybody
did for
don't
me.
see it that way though.
Yeah, I'm not everybody. I'm giving you my
majority, and give me your experience. Cool, but we know the majority. They don't see majority of people don't see it that way, because like society really, like, as a whole, tells men you got to stand on your own.
Yeah,
you
but
can't be in there with your family and you can't be staying with your mama and daddy and then try to, you know, bring up a whole nother house and a whole nother family. It doesn't happen like that.
If you can still get somebody pregnant, bro, you can stand on your own goddamn 2 feet.
No,
bro.
you're supposed to.
Yeah.
They don't happen like that, fam.
If you can still get somebody pregnant,
if you still a straight shooter, hey nigga, you good, bro. I know some 7-year-olds niggas that can get breezy pregnant. Hey man, take care of your own shit, man. We got uncles like that. Our uncles are good money, and they don't need nobody right now.
Yeah, but I ain't finna go there. not dealing with the family like that. No, I ain't finna go there. But I know you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that if it came to a point where hopefully
health is a big role in that.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's what it's supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to be. Me personally, I don't care what's going on. The family is supposed to be like this. If you need to come stay with me, then you come stay with me. We supposed to take care of each other. But somewhere along the line, it didn't happen that way. Like we just lost our way. But
I told you we trying to survive. We was trying to survive, man. People,
we weren't trying to survive in the 90s because this is what I'm talking about.
No. But I'm saying that trauma just don't go away tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like all that.
We weren't just trying to survive in the 80s or 70s, fam. I'm talking about.
Yeah, we was.
No, you mentioned slavery.
Right.
Slavery was over years ago. Then we had Jim Crow. Now, if you want to talk about Jim Crow on up to now, then yeah.
Bro, all that shit is the same. I'm saying
no, it ain't all the same, fam.
Why?
It's not all the same. Now it comes from the same
BS. It triggers the same emotion.
It don't mean that it's the same, fam.
It's the same.
Nah, I can't say that it's the same.
Bro, it's something that happens, so it affects our mental. That's what I'm saying. It's something that happened concerning black people. Whether it was fucking Rosa Parks or Martin Luther King or Jim Crow or slavery or
the same era.
All that shit's in the same.
You just name two things that's the same era, but then name slavery. That's a different era. Right, we're talking about different areas of dealing with things.
Nigga, what is your, okay.
Let me just interject real quick because y'all about to go back and forth.
Yeah, we are.
But I will say, the family thing has always been a thing. It's always been, but it's always, for men, it's always been, when you turn 18 or 19, it's you gotta go learn life. I think that's more to the thing, the moral of everything. It was just, hey, at 18 and 19, they want you to go learn life. Mm-hmm. Go learn it. You know what I'm saying? And it was a harsh reality for certain parents in that time frame because some of them probably didn't want to do it, but they felt like they had to do it because of how society was and how things were going. You got to go learn this shit so you can deal with it. And you got to go learn it. You got to go learn it as early as you can so you can know how to navigate it once you get a bit older. So. I think now, we're starting to come out of that, but I think back in the day, man, it was just more or less like you just gotta get out there. It's like a sink or swim thing. Mm-hmm. And I don't think, for us, we don't want our kids. I don't want your kids to even be thrown in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? I don't want your baby to even be thrown out there to whether or not she has to sink or swim. Mm-hmm. Man, we got this float for your ass.
We're giving her the best boat. We giving your kids the best boat.
Best boat, float, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got a jet ski. And then when you ready to jump off that hole, hopefully when you jump off that jet ski, you jumping into your own goddamn jet ski and you taking that bitch
and you going off
further than what the original one was. You know what I'm saying? You getting off the back of my shit, getting on your shit. And that's how I'm kind of just seeing things now, man. And like I said, I don't have any kids, so me personally, I'm just looking at all my friends' kids. Like, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to have kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I hope I will eventually, but shit, I'm trying to get myself in a position to where if Tage want to hit up Cousin Steve about something, man, I got you. You got, man, yeah. Man, what? If you trying to, do some stuff, you trying to get some shit together, I got you. If Noah hit me up like, hey, you know what I'm saying, Uncle Steve, bro, I need this, blah, blah, blah. I know you know. Man, come on, I got you, I see it. That's my whole thing. As as being a man, even with my mom, like I already knew I'm the only child, bro. Like my mom is a part of me. So not only have I tried to put myself in a position to take care of her, I got take care of like my future kids if I do have them. But it's my mind thinks about all that shit.
And most of us do. Most of men, we think about a multitude of things.
Yeah, so it's just it's just a matter of putting yourself in a position to make sure that your offspring and the people that gave you life are okay,
taken care of.
Yeah, okay, and that's That's what I'm gonna leave the people with, bro. That's that because I'm gonna start that off this time, bro. That's what I want to leave the people with. Just make sure your family is good, and you do what you can within your power to make sure your people are good, and that's all you can do, and that's all I'm about, man.
Facts.
So, what y'all want to leave the people with, man?
Oh, I guess I'll go.
You always go before me, bro.
Look, the one thing that, man, don't kick your kid out, man. Make sure your kid when you. Oh, I hate that it came out like that, but like if you're gonna have a kid, man, don't just force your kid out there. Make sure that you're training your kid and you're showing your kid, how to be a responsible adult. That way, when you're ready to say, hey, you have to leave the nest, that your kid is prepared. Don't kick your kid out and you know that they're unprepared. That's how we all stay in this same messed up situation that we've been in for forever. That's it.
Heard that. I got some advice. I got to deal with everybody separately today. My advice, first I want to deal with my fellas first. And my piece of advice for my fellas is, listen, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of your mama walking in on you, banging Felicia, move into your own shit, bro.
Get your own shit, nigga. Stop being lazy. Get your own shit.
Go get a job and come on, pay that rent, big dog. It's not fun when your mama see your ass in there, all right? And then secondly, it's for my ladies, man. For all of y'all that continuously roast niggas who stay with their people, man. Just stop it. Just stop it, man. You do a whole lot better giving a man some confidence by trying to lift him up versus trying to shit on him for his situation, because you don't know that man's situation. And tomorrow somebody's gonna lie to you anyway and tell you that they have their own shit and fuck you in the parking lot. So
Word.
Hey. Yeah,
That's true.
that's it.
What they say? They say if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
It is what it is.
Hitting boys with the okie doke to get you with that ill nah, fam. Well, hey, this concludes another episode of the Millennial Mayhem podcast, man.
Yeah.
Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know your thoughts, man. Hey, and keep on giving us that love, man. So we do appreciate it. We've been getting like a real strong push lately on the love, man. So that's all appreciated, man. And that's all I got, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's it.
it is what it is. Peace and blessings,
Peace
folks.
and blessings, man.
I ain't got time for the okay. All my niggas riding gas tank on full. We be fresh than a bitch. Yeah, your bitch might get bulled. If you see us in the streets, no talking, let's go. No time for hating. I ain't got time for the bull. I ain't